Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a brand new week. In this video we are going to be talking about two data entry roles. These are fully remote positions and they are data entry positions. In addition to that, I'm going to be diving a little bit further into Metx as an organization and some roles that they have open right now. So let's dive right in. The first one we're going to be starting off with is with Cardinal. Cardinal Financial does have a data entry position open right now. It's titled Transaction Coordinator. You are going to be providing a lot of details in different systems, submitting facts or documentations that have been submitted by different departments, scanning them and uploading them into different systems, and also making sure that there are reconciliation from one system to another. With this position, it says it right here, is communication with our borrowers following origination process. You're responsible for validating different documents. You're responsible for making sure that all underwriting requirements, verification steps, the corresponding data entry into the system, right, of record for loan files. So you see it right here. So this is a data entry role. This includes requesting and review borrower related documentation, updating the system of record continually to ensure that third-party documents are accurate, making sure that any type of correspondence that needs to happen to ensure accuracy of information in different systems are happening. So mostly you calling different other departments, maybe the underwriter, and saying this information doesn't seem correct. Can you just confirm it for me? This is a data entry role. So just wanted to make sure that I call that out because I know the title may seem like it's not, but it is based on the task as well as the responsibilities associated with this position. They also talk about what exactly you're going to be doing. They talk about daily and weekly, monthly requirements, meetings, talking with different heads of departments, resolving any type of issues that do come up, making sure that there are collaboration happening, which is very important with this role because you're going to be interfacing and interacting with multiple departments. What is expected? So they're looking for high school diploma or GED. They're also looking for somebody that is multi-state processing experience, but that is a preference, so it's not required. So some knowledge of FHA as well as VA program guidelines because this is a mortgage company, right? So if you have some familiarity with FHA, which is more of a government assistance program in helping people like first-time homes buy their homes. If you have those type of knowledge, it would definitely come in handy for this role. They also talk about exceptional computer skills, someone who is able to learn very quickly. They also talk about Microsoft Suite, Word, as well as Excel, Microsoft products, someone who is analytical, verbal, as well as written communication skills is important for this position. With this position, the salary from my research is between $40,000 and $45,000 per year. But in some places, they also talked about it getting up to $50,000 per year. So that's just an average. So that is the first position. The second position, which is also a data entry role, this is with Metx. Metx has this position, which is a hybrid role between customer service as well as data entry. This position, they call it a hybrid position because you do some customer facing activities, but primarily your role is data entry. So as they're providing you with the information, you're entering it into different systems. And in addition to that, you're making sure that all calls or inquiries that come in from the customer gets answered. So it is a hybrid from that perspective. You're also helping to resolve issues as quickly as possible. Problems are identified, escalating those problems if you're not able to resolve them. This individual is also going to be helping to create patient records in different databases, making sure demographic information are accurate. In some cases, insurance information, whatever prescription the patient is on, ensuring that it is reflected correctly. If something has been discontinued, making sure it's turned off and leaving the ones that the patient is actively taking available and active within the system. So this is really what this position is all about. It talks about as well making outreach to the prescriber, so the doctors that prescribe the medication, if let's say there are questions that do arise. Also assisting with generating different letters to ensure that patients have the right information, communicating maybe decisions or any updates that has happened with the service they normally receive, etc. Experience and educational requirements. They're looking for high school diploma for this position. Some knowledge of medical terminology. It's not required, but it's preferred. They also want you to have some skill set around call center because you're going to be making calls to different departments. They also have pharmacy benefit management here, some specialty in that as well. It's preferred, but it's not required. The only thing that's really required from this list is really the high school diploma. The other two, which talks about knowledge about specialty pharmacy, PBM, as well as having knowledge of medical terminology, both of those are preferred. So they're not even required. So even if you don't have them, you could potentially still get this job. But I think should you have them, I encourage you to make sure you call them out, obviously, in your resume. Okay. So that is the second data entry role, but I wanted to go further and talk about Metx a little bit. So Metx, they have other positions open right now. If you are looking for a role in healthcare, this is definitely an organization to keep an eye on. They are constantly hiring for remote roles. So they have quite a number of roles open right now. As you can see, there's about 18 of them right now. You have reimbursement case manager. This is fully remote. You see all these positions are open and they are accepting applications as we speak. So one of the things they do as well, they leave positions open. You may see that when the job was posted, it was a long time ago. They always leave them open because a lot of times they need more than one person, more than two people, more than three people for these positions. They are constantly hiring, guys. So if you are looking for a remote job in healthcare, whether you're a nurse or you are just a non-clinical person looking for the next opportunity, I encourage you to explore their job page. You would really be surprised what you find. They really have quite a number of roles open. So what I'll do is I will be including the link to the job section for Metx in the description of this video. All right, so now that we've talked about that, right? So we're going to talk about the first one that caught my interest. Is this one right here, clinical nursing coordinator. Clinical nursing coordinator earn an average of $80,000 to $90,000 a year. And with them, Metx tend to even pay a little bit higher than that. So if you are interested in this position, I encourage you to apply right away because this position, it looks like they are continuously filling this role. So if you are entering, you're a nurse, you're licensed in compact states, I encourage you to apply ASAP. This position, again, is a nurse that will be responsible for documenting all call center services for patients with chronic disorders on behalf of manufacturer clients. So they are basically representing the client and helping to mitigate any chronic disorders that they may have. They also act as educators to provide medical advice and work clinically with this role. They do not interact directly with healthcare providers, right? So they are just available to answer any type of questions. The medical doctor is really the ones that will be doing a lot of the decision making. The nurses will be doing the review of the patient files, but primarily if it's to approve, they can approve. And should they not be sure or be certain that this needs to be denied, they have to send it to the medical director. Primary responsibilities talks about the call center already, educating patients, executing different responsibilities that the client offers, making sure that IPA is being adhered to, and also making sure that any type of regulatory bodies are actually working very closely to ensure that those regulatory bodies' requirements are being met. It talks about conveying strong professional image and positive attitude at all times, effective communicators, what they are looking for, someone that is able to manage and prioritize their job very well, someone who is not a procrastinator, someone that is very good at managing and managing their time as well as the task that is in front of them. Again, active RN license with no restrictions, minimum of 2 years of nursing experience. I talked about the compact home states already, licensure requirements, bachelor's degrees preferred, associates is fine as well. but the compensation may be less. Then prior call center or telehealth nursing experience is preferred. So that is really it for this position. We're going to move on to the other position that I have on my list. This is also with Metx, and this one is titled Client Onboarding Specialist. With this position, you are going to be providing support from a technological perspective to ensure that all of the clients understand step by step what the organization entails, what exactly does the organization require of them, and so forth. So really managing of vendors or other facilities, that's what this job truly. And with this one, based on my research, this can pay you between $60,000 and $80,000 per year. That is the salary range. The experience here is talking about bachelor's degree, 3 years of experience in client onboarding, and someone who has experience with CRM as well as Microsoft products. In addition to that, someone that has a minimum of 3 years, right? We talked about that already. And you don't necessarily need to have worked in healthcare setting. If you have worked in development before, software developers and stuff like that, you can still apply. In addition to that, there's one last role that I wanted to cover with Metx as well, which is a business development representative. So just as the title implies, you're really helping to develop the business, answer any questions. Is really a strategic role, right? Which is a position that is really driving business growth. You'll be doing a lot of campaigning strategies, putting together of different materials to help market the organization. So if you like communications and you are interested in campaigns and things like that, this will really be a good position. They also talk about someone who's going to regularly conduct different trainings for different people, marketing strategies, sales strategy. This is really the role. CRM software experience makes sense. Salesforce, for example, HubSpot, all of those are all CRMs. If you have experience in those, you are definitely going to love this position. And one of the things about it as well, it allows you to really interface and work with multiple departments because you are responsible for the business. You get to interface with the clinical side and the non-clinical side, developers, technology, etc. And that usually broadens your knowledge. I really like this. If you ask me in the pile of jobs in this video, which is my favorite, this will really be the one. And with this position, you are expected to only have 1 year of experience, as long as it's in lead generation, marketing, or sales in any way, business, bachelor's degree in business, marketing, or related, even if it's in Microsoft Office product knowledge. We talked about Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint. They are good skills to have. So that's really it. And with this position, they do pay on average, business development representative, you can earn up to $56,000 per year. That is just on average. But typical for Metx, you can earn higher than that. However, on average, you can earn close to $56,000 or $60,000 per year as a business development representative. And it's a fully remote role. So I think that's really cool. So those are the positions in this video. I hope you find these leads helpful. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you've not subscribed already. Till next time, I wish you guys all the very best of luck and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.